Like, what? It's the same CS as Collapse. Like, what's this happening?
What the heck?
I'm trying to imagine, even if every pull is successful and you get every last hit, it's kind of close to this. So he must have taken some lane CS on Panto as well. But yeah, Toro has 30. Maybe he just got literally every pull for free.
That is so...
It looks like he's a core.
It
when
looks
you look
like a bug in the UI. That is insane. Wow.
It's pretty funny.
Very cool.
Of course, that's a great start for Panto. It's pretty rich.
See if he can capitalize on it. Ward will give some vision here. And obviously another kill onto mid one would be very nice for Spirit. They're going to find two supports, though, in the way.
Both teams are very cognizant about this. Obviously, the Queen of Pain can easily be left alone in this top matchup. Even in the 1v2, she'd be fine. So that means the supports are freed up, and Jakiro loves to do this. Just go there with 2 points in Liquid Fire and start going to work with the siege creep.
Yeah, aggroing a bit of the tower in order to give that siege creep a little bit more time, but...
In turn, Maus expect this move, and therefore Huskar isn't even present. So he is just going to jungle, and the two supports will take care of business. And then that leaves Ghost versus Collapse in the most nothing burger of a lane, tied against TA. Gives you everything if they're on the same team.
But Laurel picks up the haste, gets an easy kill off the back of that.
Oh, he might just use it too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for mid one. An assassination is enough. Double kill for Laurel. And mid one's game has just become very hard.
Yeah, just did not expect him to run down there with the haste rune.
I mean, this
but
is a
blindly
3K
just
lead.
Took the guess.
3K lead at 6.5 minutes is quite large.
Yeah.
Mouse thought they had a bit of a switch up.
Oh, they better get their wisdom or they're in trouble. Boom is level 4 against 6 on Quap.
Yep, Toro, he gets bashed. He's going to stand his ground, though, because why not? He's got the Sonic Wave. We'll be going for that Wisdom Shrine. Meanwhile, a little fight with the supports is occurring. Rue will die off, but Yatoro does get the Shrine of Wisdom. So 2 kills traded for the Shrine.
That was probably better than I was expecting that to go for Maus. When I saw Quap walk high ground and Shadow Strike the Slardar, I think maybe you could have chased down and even got something more, but it was a good rotation from the supports of Maus to at least get the kill experience. Now, they're still going to be kind of XP starved. In particular, the Slardar is still very far behind the curve. I say that Clockwork's not even level 4. Tough times coming up here. That is... that's one perspective for the pig.
God, I'm just a child.
Yep.
Forever, apparently. I'll be an 80-year-old laughing at this. God, that's good. Good old Dotes.
Well, good new Dotes, I guess.
What's that?
Good new Dotes.
Yes.
That's a very new thing.
Yeah, pigs.
We're putting pigs and very... I was going to say photorealistic dragons. I don't think that's a thing.
That's not, no. It's a different visual style than we've had in Dota, for sure. Bit jarring.
We've also had anime Dragon Knight. We've had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Bottom lane. Good shards onto TA.
Yep,
I think Ghost will play his way out of this. Maybe. They have Ravage.
They might have to use
Sniper's here. He's not playing.
Assassination set up with the Ravage.
Ooh,
and Anchor Smash to finish the job. Collapse gets credit for that one.
Use everything.
Spirit just rolling their way through this game number 2 so far.
First game.
I mean, boom. Still level 5 on the Slardar. Kaori level 4. Farm and XP disadvantage for Maus.
Or a solo's boom.
Yeah. Well, that's the Sonic Wave for you. Kaori, easy kill. And this is turning into a good old-fashioned stomp.
Yeah, funnily enough, the Sniper versus Huskar lane was indeed quite even for a while.
It was more the ganks that came in.
Exactly. It was the problem. What started this entire snowball is the fact that the supports on Spirit are just free to do whatever they want because the side matchups are so good. Prop against Slardar, you can leave. Tied against TA, you can leave. So, therefore, Rue, as well as Panto, have kind of just run the entire map. doing what they wanted. And I say that as Panto has 0 assists, but just the pressure he exerted on the mid lane, got the tower, forced rotations from the enemy team that they couldn't take.
It's going to be horrible trying to
Stole
catch
the
up
wisdom
and
together with his teammates. It's all it takes to build a really big early lead. And now the problem is, even though Huskar is doing quite okay given his matchup and will have a 9-minute armlet, who is he playing with? There is nobody in the team that's having a good game.
Will they put it to a game 3?
Not a single hero. The best one is the TA, but TA doesn't work like that. Like, she's going to have to farm for another probably 10 minutes before she really gets involved in anything. That's where you want those support levels to connect with you and make plays, but clock's 5 and Phoenix is 4.
Although they're relying on that try down to open a lot.
Mid one. But just that alone is not going to have the biggest impact. Boom, at the very least, will be able to keep vision on Yatoro for a bit. His Sonic Wave up in a few seconds. He's going for the Dagon.
If they get mid one on them.
Yeah. And of course, that pure damage against mid one, very valuable with that Berserker's blood. Yatoro. He's going to be spotted. Life break upon him. There's the silence with the inner fire, and it's enough. Big kill for Mouse. They need more of that.
Well, Huskar still catching up.
If Huskar gets nerfed, which I think might happen, I guess one way to do it would be to break this combo of life break into inner fire. It just seems so powerful the way you can silence while flying in. That maybe that would be enough in a lot of matchups that, you know, Huskar used to not even have silence, right?
No, it was a disarm.
But
boom, spotted out, locked in shards. Yatoro is gonna come. Wanted to finish it off, but Panto will be there first.
Tag team with Jakiro is funny.
That's true, actually. I didn't think about that.
It's quite crazy.
Yeah, those double attacks.
It does work on both hits, right?
I don't see why not.
Dang.
They're both individual attacks. That's why you see so many maelstroms.
You want a Graham Wave, do you? Okay. We haven't had one of these.
What do you think will become more popular next year? Carry Jakiro or carry Silencer? Which one are Valve going to push the most for as a core?
I would, if only because it's been so long, I'd say Silencer. They've already tried with Jakiro. Had a brief moment in Herald pubs.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I think it's kind of cool though.
Kaori, well, now.
Oh boy.
It's quite an interesting set he has. Very purple Phoenix. Actually, Phoenix Suns colors. Purple and orange. I like that.
Yeah, now you have to play it.
Nah.
Or you're a fake fan.
Well, if it was true to the lore of the Suns, then
it would lose every game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say that, actually.
Damn.
You thought you had a burn, but I was like...
I was like, there is a chance this is your joke, but I'm definitely going for it.
The lead hasn't grown necessarily. That kill making a pretty big difference onto Yatoro.
Yeah, it helps. But still very much.
When is the next power spike?
Tia's going to have to do a shitload.
Their perspective.
Slaughter Blink will obviously be a big help. Phoenix just got 6. That was another one. I mean, they've managed to not bleed out while their supports were very under-leveled. So this is kind of okay suddenly.
Okay.
I think just 3 or 4 minutes ago, this looked a lot worse than it does now. By all means, Spirit are still in control with this lead, but you're starting to get some utility now that can handle some of the problems that you had. Now you have backline jump against Sniper with Clockwork and Slaughter Blink coming up. TA is starting to get toward the Deso, which will make her able to participate in the game more. And Huskar, as you mentioned, the 9-minute armlet is now turning into a Sanj in a moment, so he's also somewhat scaling. I don't know. I kind of have this feeling that Mouse could pull this one back more so than I did for Spirit in the last game after a couple of the TA deaths. This seems a bit... I mean, it's also earlier, so maybe not a fair comparison. Yeah.
Come on, go somewhere up top.
It's within striking distance. Let's see the 14-minute wisdoms.
Yeah, Toro could just get this kill outright.
If he Blink Screams and Egg goes off, he's in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, whoa there. Whoa, whoa. What? Why is it... What? Why is it changing?
Oh,
Okay, I need to investigate these new things that have been put in the game because I'm so confused. Like the stickers, when you place them on the ground, they show up in chat automatically. Is that how it works?
I don't use this, so I actually don't.
We are actually, yeah, this is such a, we're so uninformed with.
I don't know if I've ever used a spray in Dota.
No, I haven't either.
Maybe once or something. But I do think some of them are pretty funny. So it's not that I don't like the concept, I've just never set it up.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about the idea of Valve changing the way that you can get stats, restricting it a bit with like the live games, not being able to watch the pros and some, you know, what type of impact it has. I was going to lead into this, the other game, but since we have a pause here, might as well talk about it. You know, designing my own game with the old Jenkins. We actually did some research about restricting of stats and its impact on games, because other companies, along with Valve, have been, there's kind of a trend where they have regretted, and they've actually made this public in certain blog posts for certain companies, but they made it public that giving all the information to your user base is actually harmful to the game itself, because people figure the meta out quickly. People aren't exploring as much. You're just looking up, oh, what this guy did, that's what I do. There's no brain involved, right? So
I think
that's why you see this trend across all games where stats are not, like, if Valve could go back and restrict like the general stats more, they probably would, but that cat's been out of the bag for quite a while.
I think in any game, at least for me, from my perspective, a big part of my joy with playing a game is mystery, right?
Yeah.
It's like not knowing what comes next, or that's also why a lot of people love playing games spoiler-free, right? They don't want to know what's in Act 2 before they even play the game, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I could definitely see that. And it's like a trend that's happened across, like you said, different genres. It's also, in my opinion, one of the curses on MMOs is that when new content comes out, a lot of players have play tested it and have like maybe even streamed it or whatnot, and you already kind of know what's coming before it. Like that whole sense of, oh, I wonder what the next boss does, right? Or what's coming next. It's like games have just changed, but I think it's from my perspective, it's pretty healthy if we start moving a bit in the other direction where there's less information available for players and more uncertainty. And that also means that you as a player need to accept and expect failure more. I think perhaps that's part of what drove this development, was that people were frustrated with losing, but that's a really big part of playing games, is learning why you're losing and solving problems and figuring out what to do. So that's really cool to hear that that's an overall development. And obviously Valve has done it in Dota with just restricting match data for pros. I think that's...
Well, there's other aspects to it, like with a game like Dota, if you already have this information available and then taking it away feels bad, right? But if you're developing a new game and just never having it available, people aren't going to miss something that was never exist in the first place. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how things have progressed across various games and various genres as we're back into the game. 5K lead for Spirit in this game number 2.
This is when Huskar generally likes to Roche, but it's very dangerous when you have zero information on the map about Spirit's whereabouts. So this might just be a whole smoke-on-smoke exchange where nobody faces off at all.
Great movie, by the way.
Which one, Face Off or Smoke on Smoke?
Face Off.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that one?
I did not. Is it Brad Pitt?
I'm surprised. No.
Okay. Is it, what was his name? The other guy?
Yep, that's him.
That guy with Brad Pitt that had the same last name as someone else from yesterday.
What?
What was it? What was he called? Oh yeah, Edward Norton.
No, it's no.
Was it Edward?
Yeah.
I'm good with names.
That's one thing out of very little.
Do you think Norton Antivirus would have been successful if it calls Pit Antivirus? Do you think that would have made a splash?
Yeah, it's the Pits. Great slogan. Tier 2 tower taken out by Spirit. Controlling the game at the moment, but like we talked about, they haven't exploded.
Nope. Oh, is this a really big gate rotation here coming out of Mouse? I don't know if they're going to be successful with this. They're kind of too late. Like, they lost their tower, and now they're backstabbing a creep wave.
Yeah, well,
this is just not a good way to spend their time. They're just getting outmaneuvered on the map entirely. It's a lot of wasted value. They want to use their dagger, but no opportunity. No cigar.
Unfortunate for them.
No
a lot of wasted time. Still trying to set something up. I mean, if this leads to a kill onto Laurel, definitely would be worth. He's not too far away at the moment. The problem is the tier 1 tower still exists, so that's just blocking off a good portion of the map to be able to maneuver.
It's another great example of the value of having just process of elimination with aggressive wards. A big part of the reason Spirit know this is happening is that they have a deep ward bottom around the tier 2, and they have a top ward around the river. So they can just, like, okay, 5 heroes are missing, and they're not there or there. It's not rocket science where they must be going. So they can just outplay and outmaneuver Maus entirely on the map. And this has effectively just been like a wasted minute for 4 of Maus' heroes, while Spirit have just got the tower and pushed out and farmed.
Yep. And now they're back to tower pushing. Tier 2 in the mid lane. See how much damage they can do. Maelstrom next on the list for Laurel has the Hurricane Pike.
Yep. Guess he rushed Pike because of the threat of Clockwork primarily. A lot of the time mid-snipers will go Maelstrom first, but he opted the more defensive and slower farming
initiation route. Starts out. There's the hook shot and the life break on the same target, but the Sonic Wave deletes mid one. Pure damage, very valuable against that hero. 1-for-1, but that's core for support as the Dagon takes out Boom as well.
He's on me.
So 2 cores
down
dead.
there in the dark.
4 Maus.
Got on, bro. Just chilling on your Sunday.
They continue to bleed. They get back to base.
Yeah, I thought I was going to play some games, but I thought I'd just chill and watch some
Tier 2
Pro
tower.
Dota,
If you want
because
to count
Pro
the tower as a
Dota is
casualty, then there will be one more.
your favorite.
Can you call a build? Can a building be part of casualties? I don't think so.
I guess not.
If it's a living tower.
Oh yeah, plenty of those.
Well, if there was a hero in the game.
Oh yeah, you want to go back to your tower hero, yes.
It's a cool idea.
Thank God you're making your own game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dota. Loves it. This you can
Tower
learn.
hero.
Have in the background. Just all
You
you hear
say
is commentary and have
with
no
such
idea what's
conviction,
going
like
on.
you're positive it's a good idea. Like
No, I'm saying it's an interesting idea for
You're
sure.
obviously coming to
I'll give you
the
interesting.
international next year.
Every interesting
in
idea
Shanghai.
can work. It's just about execution on design.
Coming out.
I also think, you know, mixing certain flavors would be interesting,
taco.
but disgusting.
Yeah, until
Working
you
better
find the
today
right
than last night.
combination.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and jelly collapse.
I definitely
Oh
think
boy.
I
That's
will
the
get
anchor
taco
on
in
top of Ghost, and he is gonna
5
be
weeks time.
dead.
Chrissy Brakeman got 2 weeks off.
Another big kill for Spirit.
Definitely.
And now Mouse, these deaths are starting to mount up as the lead continues to grow for Spirit. It was kind of trickling in their favor for a while, but this is a big couple of kills now.
Yeah, losing Roche is the biggest part of this. This is so important for the Radiant lineup. You either want this Aegis on Husker or TA, and you're not even going to get
You
it.
got 2 weeks off as well.
And lest we forget, in this tournament so far,
2 weeks
Slardar,
is still
10 games,
awesome.
80% win rate.
And
This
Christmas,
is
all I do is like
not
have
looking like one of them.
little
The wins,
family
that
do.
is. Especially as he's
And that's
individually now being hounded by Yatoro.
Ciez will try to fight his way out of it. Big Sonic Wave, not quite enough.
All alive.
Keep him alive.
Iori with the
Pinky.
Glimmer,
Look.
going in for the crush, reinitiating onto Yatoro. Where's the follow-up?
Oh,
There's the
that's
silence
good.
from mid one. That is enough. Cost him a clockwork kill.
What is it?
Yamish
5
looks
weeks
like he
of
went
Christmas, but
for
I think I've got
the
that
Roche
Monday,
play.
Tuesday,
attempt.
and went. Oh, I
Tried
should
to
check
steal
that.
it.
I
It was
hope I
a
have
little bit
Monday
early.
or Tuesday off. I think I do.
But yeah, the Huskar win rate being really high, or excuse me, the Slardar win rate being really high, I think is primarily based on mid. I think every game of mid Slardar we've cast has been winning. Liquid also ran it yesterday. I think it's yeah, every game that Liquid has been in that had Slardar in it, Slardar won, right? They won 2 games yesterday, and we cast them earlier today, and it won with them and it won against them, I think. And then they won with it again. No, it's 4 games. Plenty of wins when Liquid's involved. Slardar is the best.
Keep it up.
Any
Cinder.
days I can
Thank
take
you.
on
You're
between
doing
now
great.
and
Saying
then,
about my
I'm
name there,
going to
getting
roll.
old. It's all good. Time for Tormentor.
Oh, I've apparently got Tuesday the 2nd of
Spirit.
December off.
That's just a mini stroke
That's a
we get
treat.
them at our old age.
Actually lost a little bit of their
Impactinated.
lead, but now they're going to reclaim that part with a nice injection of 2,000 gold. Rue will get the shard. What level of ice
So
shards
that's
does he have?
not
Level
next
1.
week after have a random
That's fine.
Tuesday
So
off.
not
What
ideal,
a
but it's still
absolute
it's a
delight.
little something.
How would you rate that shard versus Jakiro?
See if there's any more that I can take off.
I think I'd rather have Jakiros in this game, but I don't think I would every
Ah,
game.
too busy.
But there's like Liquid Frost, Liquid Fire combo against a hero like TA and Huskar is really good.
Monday, 15th
But there are certain
December.
core matchups where it's not
Too busy.
as great.
I'm all booked out just before Christmas.
Okay. Definitely not going to see him buy
Oh,
it.
that's gross. They're
Looks
going
like
to be
he's
gross
dead,
weeks.
just
Holy
doesn't know
shit,
it yet.
individuals.
Dead in
Yes,
the
I
water,
have
right
done
clicks from
20
Laurel. It's enough.
I know, cheeky Tuesday, that is good.
Assassination.
Bonk.
But every other day I am booked out.
I miss the sniper Conda days.
At least it means money, but...
Yep, that's
Don't need money.
very popular take.
Don't need
I miss Conda. This basically doesn't exist. That game that we cast that had it in, that was a breath of fresh air, I have to say.
Remember the original Conda where you would go like multiple rapiers on Prophet and just cast ult from base?
No.
Because it's point and click target, so you had a global ability that did your attack damage critting. So you could use Wrath of Nature from base and just kill a support.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Or the Spirit Breaker charge with
Got rid of the mortgage, I would work 3 days a week.
Just charge them from across the map.
Actually, if I could find someone to work for me, I could work.
You're gonna be able to get that tier 2?
Maybe that's
Okay,
maybe I'll start looking to see if I should make an
next
ad
item unlocked. Now the hero
Get someone
works
to work.
here.
Jinx, why are you fighting
He still needs
me,
to be
fuck's
careful
sake?
about Sonic.
Yeah, I think they're gonna wait for Boom to get his
Actually
BKB. He's
should.
a recipe away,
They just
basically,
have
at this
Tuesdays
point.
is always off.
Seems like a wise choice.
Ghost.
Jinxie, come on.
I guess we'll
start.
have at least a 4-staff by that point.
Come on.
Our Spirit gonna
She just wants to
wait.
bite me.
They could just start hitting high ground. Nope, never mind.
That would be the dream. But I wouldn't even
Heading
care
over
if
to
it's
bottom.
enough to
Got
get
eyes
by
on-
playing games. That would be the dream.
None of them yet. Okay, never mind. They do.
Mid one spotted.
Well, Nicky's
They're
getting
gonna
there.
get the Ravage off.
BKB
It's
just
only
getting
on the
there.
mid one, but if it's a kill, then it's worth. Sonic Wave going through everything. Mid one staying alive with a BKB, trying to run away, trying to TP away. In fact,
Yeah, I agree.
does fall. That was so close.
Not quite.
Probably. Oh, mate, what do you reckon about a Wednesday off though? Like breaks it up.
So 2 kills in
consider
favor of
having the
Spirit. Still
Wednesdays
at the
off.
age, just another minute and a half.
I actually wonder if mid one missed a timing this game by going Sanj. So I'm trying. If you look at the fight that just happened, if this BKB didn't have a Sanj
His
in
Wednesdays would
between,
be pretty
he would have
good.
had it, let's say, 3 or 4 minutes ago. Maybe they could have taken a fight with a timing of just armlet BKB and just running at them with Slardar Blink and a smoke.
Yeah.
Potentially. And now maybe it feels like it's a bit too late, unfortunately for him.
Yeah,
Rue will
it's a good
find
idea.
Yamage, and
Life
no,
balance.
Not gonna
Better.
hit,
missed
so
it.
no
Friday,
exit
3 day, 4 day
strategy
work.
for the
It should be
clockwork
3
this time
work days,
around.
4 days off. But you know,
Trying to
at
give
least
the
you've
kill
got.
to the assassinating
What,
of
do you reckon
Laurel,
you'll ever have to go back?
as
Well,
strength
it just depends on
comes
if you
in
change
handy.
company.
He's gonna force egg here.
Yep, egg is placed, and now the dive continues.
Oh,
Crush
no!
completely
Boom!
misses for Boom, but they do get the kill onto Panto. Harry is
was
trade
close.
though, as mid one trying to fight his way out of
Nah,
this, but
Huskier
there's
is a
nowhere
dog
to
shit
go.
hero. Yeah.
And Spirit,
Fucking just don't go
Complete
another job unless
domination.
it's fucking 4 day weeks.
Is Ghost gonna hit a hero? He's just farming bottom while all his teammates are dying behind the tower. He didn't TP.
Fuck
he's
it,
been
start your
pulling
own
Ame
Sparky
this
business
game,
up.
for
It
sure.
feels like maybe you could have traded a bit there. You look at Tusk's and Tide's HPs. Was that really not worth trying to defend your base for? I mean, maybe his call was, I'm not joining until I have Pike, which is now.
Yep, time to join. Only a range rack's taken though.
Yeah.
Only mid one's 5th death, no big deal. Boom has 4 to his
Poor
name.
Husker.
Now Mjolnir online for Laurel. Starting to pack a real punch as Yutoro
This game's over.
has the
There's no way I
Kai'Sane,
die so I don't win.
Axe, Veil of Discord, and Dagon. He
Yeah,
is
he's
very farmed.
That's some nice synergy in the amp here between him and Sniper with all the magic damage. Against everything else than Huskar, that is really good. That is a fast AC, my god. 24-minute AC on Tide. That's got to be one of those below average stats that we love to see. That's got to be really fast.
4, 0, and
When
7.
does Tide
Wow.
ever buy this as
Fuck, that is
his
quick.
like second item? Essentially, he disassembled Vlad's for it.
Yeah, this is a superior version.
Yeah.
Keeps the Morbid Mask for the important aspect. Yeah, they're strong. Full team smoke now for
You got
Spirit.
Ravage?
Looking
There
to
you
try
go,
to
GG.
finish this game and force a game number 3.
There you go, straight on Husker.
Kaori, he is
Come on,
spotted.
boy, get it. Ignore the cow. Ignore. Oh,
Dodging a lot though. Gets the dive off as well. Attempted TP. I think it's successful. Wasting some time
Boom.
for Spirit this time around. But Laurel just going to continue down the mid lane. And we'll be able to poke at this tier 3 very casually from ridiculous range. Which means Mouse have to make some sort of initiation play. What do you have up your sleeve? Mid one.
Okay, nice.
They're gonna try to get the stun lock onto Laurel.
damn
Before
it.
Sexar there, he almost gets blown up, but now the counter initiation
Go in,
from
mid one, go
Collapse
in
with
there.
a big ravage, but mid one.
Fucking
light
such a
break
shit
onto
hero.
Collapse. Gonna trade spells, trade some BKBs. Nobody dies.
Rated for 80. Woo.
Except for the tower.
Who
Because that's
rated
a
him?
someone. And now Mouse gonna gather up and try to go for round number 2.
It was a valiant effort on the jump, but I think you have to combine more than just
again,
Clock and
okay.
Slaughter on the sniper.
Nice.
It's not enough. He has grenade as well as pipe.
Oh, that's
and
fucking big for
obviously
Sally. She'll get a few
force
followers
step
out
from
of
his
that for
teammate
sure.
in Panto. So there needs to maybe be a Huskar in there.
Boy, Rue. Popping that smoke that did not
trouble.
have vision for him, and now the pain upon Boom and mid one. Just like that, the fight is
Nice.
over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The fact that that
Oh,
tier
whoops.
1 mid is still standing,
Their
so they
voices
have
on.
to go this avenue.
Yeah.
Just a killer for Mouse.
I mean, this is a lane, surely.
Oh, Game McKay had that many viewers. She never has that many
It's
viewers.
2 lanes because technically there's still top to open as well. 30 seconds is a long
Oh, the
time.
tower's
for
still alive. Why didn't you correct me?
I didn't feel like it.
You didn't know either.
I did.
Nice.
That tower.
I thought maybe you were talking about the tier 2, to be honest, that they took
Still
5
doing
minutes
YouTube.
earlier.
Sally needs to get a YouTube fix. That's really clear.
Whatever, man.
Just let the old man say whatever he wants.
Yeah, kind of reaching that point now. It's like, yeah, just a Suns fan
Well,
moment.
they're about to have 5 from Mouse, but it's looking like 2 lanes.
GG.
No fortification
Call it.
available. So Spirit able to exit peacefully.
Yeah, they get the tower
They did get the tower.
and a gem. Now on Collapse, so time to clear out some traps. I feel like TA's hero damage in this game has got to be exceptionally pitiful. I still don't recall Ghost hitting more than like 1 or 2 heroes for 28 minutes. It's been so quiet. 5.4k, actually more than the Slaughter and the Clock. But yeah.
Yeah,
it's not-
Boom's had a very rough game.
not
That
much
laning
to write
stage
home
was a
about.
killer.
Yeah. Do you agree with the sentiment?
Yeah, I
that
can imagine
Slaughter
you
is
would be
more of a
lost,
mid laner than
especially
an
when
off
it's
laner
like
right now?
this and there. It's just like
Probably,
there's a
yeah.
cameraman
I feel
doing
like
all the camera
it's
work.
such
But
a
you
big
know,
part
you
of the
play
heroes have
LoL,
that
so it's
river
literally
advantage, and
identical.
You just don't
honestly.
have that in the offlane.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're just missing
In
out
terms
on a
of
big
you
part
get
of what
that,
makes
it's
the
literally
hero
just
strong.
get to the other end
And if you do
kill
place
their
it
edge,
offlane, I think
or
that can
whatever
be
it's
very good
called.
if you know your matchup. But if you're picking Slaughter and you're putting it in a blind offlane matchup, I just don't think it's a recipe for success.
No, I
It's
agree.
too exploitable.
Okay. Hail
Right, Mouse
Mary.
with a likely
Hail
last
Mary,
ditch
get in
effort.
there.
Gonna try to contest the
toss.
old Roche. A nice hook
Nice,
shot.
kill the tusk.
Big damage from Ghost, but it's
throw borders in
dodged
time.
with a snowball,
Yeah,
and now
fuck.
he's
GG.
reached on the high ground.
There's
Who's
no
going
way
to be
to
the first
kill
to fall, but a big sonic wave. The refraction
anyone.
brushes off a little bit of damage, but Ghost does die in the end. Laurel trying to find the distance. Looks like he's
No.
fine, and now Mouse
We
have to try to exit
factually know that
themselves.
LoL is a Dota
But the
ripoff.
Ravage coming in from Collapse, hitting basically everybody left on the battlefield for Mouse. Kaori blocked at the exit.
Call it, just call it.
Will be
You
the
guys
next
cannot
to
win
fall.
this.
Last remaining member is
Get on with the
Yemich.
next game.
That's gonna be the death of him. Ultra kill for Yatoro.
You get some stickers.
Yeah, lots of stickers, emotes, whatever the hell.
They're not
We
going to
go for
call
the
it.
mega creeps just in case the buyback situation is there, which we can see 3, well, make it 4 now out of the 5 do have theirs intact, but
They're probably communicating how they're going to make this play. You're not giving them megas, then you might as well GG. So if you're gonna make this play, you gotta buy back now. You're gonna know what your plan is for initiating.
They're giving him megas.
Okay, now I don't really understand why they're not calling it.
Ghost bringing in the NGX experience of never conceding.
Oh, I thought you meant of getting mega.
That
Good
too.
old.
Yeah, big end game team fights coming up.
They
I
never
mean,
GG.
there is no way this is a better strategic move than buying back 3 heroes and holding the last lane, right? That has to be the superior choice, even if it's also bad. It's the lesser evil.
Well, you are wrong,
Anyway.
Cinderin.
Well, you can let their coach know after this game if you'd like.
For what it's worth, it probably is irrelevant which one you choose, but I think it's good to have the right habits.
Cinder, we can walk over after this game. We actually have access to
Yeah.
everything here. Just give a little whisper in their ear.
I think that's a way to get popular with the players. Like right after a loss, you just go over. You're like, why didn't you guys buy back to defend your bot tower?
I would prefer more, you run up to them after them and ask, why didn't you play better? Just make it more general, you know?
Do you guys also think Slardar isn't an offlaner right now? He can be. Oh, yeah, Mitch.
Goodbye. Roche is up.
They don't
Spirit
need
can
Roche.
put the final nail in the coffin if they want.
Ghost is going to take the Tormentor. It's something. It's the first good thing to happen to Mouse in a long time. They get a shard for good old Huskar.
It's a tasty treat.
A little more heal on that. I really liked your earlier suggestion of going Axe on Huskar, by the way. In my eyes, the ideal build this game for mid one was Armlet into BKB into Axe, and then Blink fourth. Because the problem that they've had the whole game is that whenever Clockwork or Slardar jump someone, they don't have enough follow-through. But with that taunt, you have a guaranteed jump. I guess what dissuaded him from doing it is maybe the Tusk, just being able to save the hero. But I kind of feel like you have to try to take that avenue when you're losing this hard. It's like a glass half empty, glass half full classic discussion of, well, they have a counter, but at the same time, the counter won't always be there. It won't always be ready.
Yeah, at some point you have to force the counter.
Yeah, that too.
So Spirit looking to force this game number 3. Looks like an inevitable. I can't even speak right now. Cinderin.
Missed hook.
Have Ice Path now.
Oi.
What can Mouse do? Collapse? With
This is a really...
water?
Okay, he just TP'd right in front of him, but snapped Blink out.
Damage attempting to do something instead will die at the base of
They're all
the
dead.
fountain. As Laurel, he's getting bounced left, right, and center. Do they actually have the damage? Doesn't look like it though.
No
Walrus
damage.
punches up.
Put the egg
Egg
out,
about
put
to
the
pop.
egg out. Come
Good
on, let
amount
the
of
egg
sun ray
pop.
damage, but the Sonic Wave from the sideline. Yatoro
GG.
looking to take out Ghost one more
they're
time
pulling
in this
back.
game, and no way to get back for Ghost. And the Ravage into the fountain. Still no
Huskar.
GG's called for whatever reason. Only
Normally
NGX
that would call
knows.
Maybe
GG
they
here.
think the game isn't good.
And the GG's finally come from mid one. As this game will finally end. Not with a rampage though for Yatoro.
Not very
An
exciting
ultra
games
kill
that I've watched so
instead.
far.
With two Beyond
Yeah.
Godlikes side by side there, Quap and Sniper, with getting that credit. Spirit look content. Not overly happy, but that was a solid game from them. The strategy really worked out, and it all started in the first 5 minutes. Things going right mid, things going right top, and the support rotations.
Found down here.
They saw him on the trap. They do want to gate through. They will also bring Ulu
Who
with
we
them.
got here? Infamous versus. Who the fuck
It's
is
a
that?
very long wraparound.
What's this thing?
See if they can make the play.
Oh, heroic, not
Can they
infamous.
get a jump on heroic?
I'd rather.
Ward.
And JT's coming in from the side. He's going to get found first. Quick jump there with
Oi.
the Dragon Tail and the Mystic Flare. That's JT gone. They'll lose Schofield in response. But this fight looking rough now for Raw. Yuma's in perfect position to stand his ground with the Metamorphosis. Chase them down. They get the call onto Yulu.
Come on.
Perfect position to stand his ground with the Metamorphosis. Chase them down. They get the call onto Yulu. We see the TP out attempted here by Small Panda. He'll be able to make it away, but the two cores being the two
I
big
don't want to get
guests
back to
there.
work tomorrow.
You see Butterfly,
This is
but he
day
wants
two.
this creep.
He got it.
Okay, he's got a haste rune. Yeah, he gets it. He gets out. But yeah, that was a rough one. They tried to get to that angle with JT, but Whisper very ready for that as soon as the Primal show.
I think I've got too many things open. I think I have too many things open.
They just throw everything onto JT.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. It's something we saw yesterday too, like where you split. Because let's look at this replay. Like on the left side, his team just placed a
Apple's in
really
there.
good ward that spotted like
Yeah.
the DK and the
Oh, no, no,
Skyrim,
pause.
but they're so split.
Come on, load up.
Heroic are starting to head over. Well, actually, I might start getting a little risky.
Oh,
Let's see.
Heroic. Well, it doesn't look like Heroic's going to make the move in time.
oh no. Gonna miss the
I'm
roach fight.
They should get away with this. Maybe Heroic also
What's going
not
on with
anticipate them
this
being able to
stream?
make this play to get.
Haha. No. No.
The Roche before it would have moved in 10 seconds.
They didn't jump
but
in.
they do. Raw able to secure the Roshan, get the Aegis for Yulu.
Definitely a very, very nice move. It's important that when you play these games and something goes wrong, that you keep a clean head. Like, sure, you did lose the fight, but they used meta and DK
No.
form. As Whispers
No what?
was thinking
No.
about potentially going, but wisely decides against it.
And they still want to fight this. Even though they don't have the Aegis, knowing that there's a chance to maybe catch Raw
Yeah,
splits up from
Viper.
one another.
Here we
Oh,
go.
they butterfly effect, they've got him.
Hey, lovely catch.
They'll be able to get him with the Blink Dragon Tail before he's able to TP over to the rest of the team. The rest of the team, however, will at least manage to get themselves another objective. They take out the Tormentor.
That's
Shards
what I was
the Small
yelling.
Panther on the Shakira.
No. No.
Definitely
It was.
feeling that overall Heroic
Frame freeze at the
are
worst
beginning to
possible
get this
time.
control
But nothing happened.
on the game. 5k lead, and you know that's coming from the team that didn't just get the Aegis and the Tormentor. You know they're just being able to get that much more out of the map. And even with these resources on Raw, it's not going to be easy for them to take team fights.
What are you playing now? You doing
It's
some
gonna be a Wisdom Shrine
Tarkov
exchange.
raids?
So if you're Roar, you definitely want to look to use this Aegis. Yeah, you're down a couple thousand gold, but if you find an okay angle around the fight, you
What am I
definitely
gonna
still
stream
have ways
tomorrow?
to fight, because your Viper is incredibly farmed still. Like,
Tarky
tank and everything doesn't look like that much, but I think with
yeah.
the axe, he's so tanky through the two supports and also
Yeah,
against the
tomorrow.
DK that you definitely want to look to, like, you know,
Hopefully have
have
early
someone go in,
Spanish.
use the snowball, allow your TA to hit, because sure, you're down, but if you just sit back and relax,
look.
like this TV, it's not like Heroic's lead isn't gonna grow.
Oh, Spanish is 6.
So Whisper did have his options.
Yeah,
He had
7:30
about 4K
start
gold
streaming
in the
tomorrow.
bank, took the ultimate orb. So once
Probably
the
do
focus
another
on
3.5
getting that
hours
Lincoln Sphere
on
done as soon as possible.
My
next.
100-hour playthrough, but don't know if I will yet.
I really like his itemization on Whisper this game. It's like he's playing a bit more of like the heavy utility. He's making all the moves on the map. He's still top net worth while doing so, which I think is already kind of crazy in itself. I like the early shard pickup.
Oh, that's good.
Like,
They
they're
still
just
got followers,
keeping
so
the
they
map
can
very
raid
open,
someone.
pushing it
Should
out
be
with
good.
him. He drops the shard, he drops his Q. They have the TB illos, and I feel like they fully understand the game plan.
Oh, they're nearly up to
And on sort of the
100.
other side, you know, Brawl, with this 2 minutes left of Aegis, what do you imagine we're going to see them try and go for? Or are they not? Is this sort of an Aegis to allow them to sit back and farm and try and get kind of like these BKBs online for the TA? Like, how much pressure are they
I
under?
don't know. Big
You
streamer.
definitely do want to try and
He's on.
get something done, because yeah, if you just wait out this Aegis, yeah, you will get those 2 BKBs, but
You
then
think we
your
should be
Aegis
able to
will be
raid
gone.
another arc person,
So
get
you need to
seen.
find a move where you bring JT into the smoke.
Who's on?
So
Gingerella's
he
on.
somehow
She's 100
needs to be
people.
able to connect to this, because I mean, he's their main initiation. You don't have a blink yet on Clove on the Tusk.
They're definitely well
So this is a
combined. I
little
think he's got another
disconnected. They
30
have
on
to be kind
YouTube.
of lucky with who they run into here on Roar in the smoke.
She'll never be as big a streamer as I, obviously.
All right.
Averaging those
And positioned in a
3 to 4
fashion
viewers
that
now,
is
mate.
Making it easy
Woohoo.
for anything to be
We're
found
living
by Raw
large.
for the entirety of that. Raw at least getting the waves pushed in on the mid and the top. Start working
Anybody else here
towards
left?
the tier
Somebody
twos.
was here. Oh, no,
That's a Lincoln
The
Sphere done.
itemization by Heroic is very, very cool. I think they fully understand that the way Roar need to fight, it's like with the Pulverize on the Primal and Viper Strike. So they rush a Lotus Orb on the Axe, which is good against both, and you have a Linken's on Whisper, which is also good against both. So like you're already limited on options, and now Heroic itemize in a way to make it even harder.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower.
2.7k people watching Arc in total.
There's the jump Whisper. Now
And
get the
nearly
step up on the
100
JT.
of them
JT pretty
are
tanky,
watching
but
Nikki and
was he
Sally.
tanky enough? He's going to get the onslaught off. He'll live. He'll get out. TP's back to base. Meanwhile, though, on the back lines, they get the control onto Butterfly effect.
wonder how
That's the
many are
Viper
watching
dumped down
Dota.
by Devi. They're
Nice
trying
force.
to find Yuma, but Yuma's perfectly finding Devi. He gets another call off, this time onto the 2 of them. They take out Clove. They'll surround Ulu, bring him down the 1.
Blink out of this.
And
Blink
with
out of this.
Kiro,
Blink, blink,
Small
blink, blink,
Panda
blink.
in trouble. There's going to be
Yeah,
nobody
nice.
left alive to help him out here, Ulu. He'll still get the blink off. Doesn't matter. Whisper's in
no,
position
no,
with the
no.
Dragon Tail.
Can't TP.
Heroic. They're kind of starting to make this one look a little bit easy now, Kezu.
Yeah, I feel like they just keep getting the fights that they want, right? Like even they don't kill JT, but they go on him first and fully force him out of the fight. And from then on, it's just quite easy for them to dance around the fight. Whisper again, multiple AoE stuns with his facet, good calls from the Vi, good force staffs to go in and out, and it's definitely showing that it's harder and harder for Roar to play these fights.
Difficult times. So where the fight started, you know, sure JT able to get out as he does, but that of course means that the rest of his team in, not a great spot. Not easy for them to take fights whilst behind, especially when they're 4v5 in that sort of situation with their offlaner getting bullied out of it. And Divide providing a lot of control and a lot of sustain as well with that pipe, making these team fights very, very difficult for Raw to come out on top of unless things go perfectly.
Because if you're Roar, the way you want to fight is you want the Primal to go first. You want to allow the Tusk to save his Snowball for like a save. Right, like when the DK blink stuns, when the Axe goes for a blink call, you want to have the Snowball available to then like turn it. Whisper looking for a play. We'll find it. Nice Linkens.
Cool. 96k for Dota. Yeah, so I'm probably taking up most of those people.
They've got all the ways to protect against those sort of Viper Strike plays with the Lotuses and the Linkens on very early in this game, 26 minutes in.
It's really clutch. Like they just go for this 2v2 move, and I mean Viper Strike. You see it coming. You can just pop the Linkens while the ult is in the air. Just block it. So yeah, again, talked about it before, but this itemization on heroic, very, very clutch.
The Tumbler's toy.
King Jungles.
Oi, catch.
Setting up aggressively with a Glimmer Cape so they could have the sort of the information required to allow them to make that quick jump. Yuma's bringing in the bottom wave. Tier 2 in trouble. Put the fortification on Raw. No real way to get out on the map and put a stop to this.
The shit lineup from
Radiant. High
Radiant.
ground defense, which doesn't look like it's going to be any easier. These last few fights have been a real struggle for Raw.
Look at this ward. King Jungles already did place one in the base earlier, so they know who's already back here. If they want to look for a play.
Oh, they try and get the opening. Have they got enough bet? I mean, they haven't. They're nowhere close. They can't even get Yuma down to half HP. He's going to be okay. They'll now turn towards Divide, but it's not enough to even threaten the axe. They're perfectly fine. Butterfly effect torn apart here by the damage of the Terrorblade.
They just called GG here.
And he's out for 50 seconds. No buyback on him.
Oh no, they got tier 2s in the other lanes.
Unfortunate force staff on the Viper that actually got him killed.
Wow.
As Yuma, he'll happily hit away at this tower with Whisper, getting all his HP topped up.
Oh,
that's a good fort.
Oh.
That is indeed.
Oh,
Who was
good
that coming out
side.
from that? Was that from Whisper? Wasn't it?
That
yeah,
should be Whispers.
Making these cute little plays to bring them in and put them in a very bad spot, because now JT, he's had to go in to help out. He's in trouble. He'll onslaught away, but the chase down's coming in for a run. Whisper jumps forward and take out Clove on the Tusk. They're likely going to be able to find JT as well. Is there any way to save him? There is not. JT is gone. Dead for 50 seconds.
Oh.
Heroic.
Well,
very much coming in onto this game one, showing why in this matchup they would definitely be considered the favorites. This is it's starting to look like quite a difference.
This game is absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely an outclass at this point. Like the way that the map is.
Around the block, they know what those comfort heroes are.
Yeah.
And they're able to take them away. So you're in this weird spot in this kind of final draft.
And I think the idea
the final
of
draft
Slardar as a flex, clearly today the stock in Slardar has risen, right? And a lot of the times
in Slardar mid.
Yeah, and a lot of times this happens, you end up seeing a hero first phase. If the hero is first phase, guess what? We have to flex it. It gets flexed. Another team will flex something which dumpsters the Slardar and reveals, you know, they can do it. Other teams see, oh, Queen of Pain. You can pick Queen of Pain and follow the Slardar around. I think the stock in Slardar is going to go down now because other teams are going to copy exactly this. If Queen of Pain is in the pool, then you can't just pick Slardar and flex it to the off lane because then you can flex the Queen of Pain. She's more than happy being a carry. Or you just ban it. That's
yeah, there we go. That's one way to deal with it. Obviously, Spirit have to still solve the ghost equation, which they've done there with those bans.
Timber was completely ignored, I believe, in that second game. I don't think anybody wanted to go for Timber.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, one of the few times. As you said, Jenkins, some of the teams, they think they have this problem solved. I remember during Fisher Playground, the coaches, they've been asked this question a couple of times, and they're like, yeah, we don't know. I think there was a lot of, I don't know, we're not sure, when they were asked about Kez and when they were asked about Timbersaw. So Timbersaw, for me, this hero is just a menace to deal with. Sure, there are a couple of good heroes that are still very, very good against him. Ursa, Gyrocopter through, like in the lane throughout the whole game. I also think potentially Luna could come out. There was one Luna game yesterday that didn't end up too well, but I think some of these lane counters that are good, that scale well into the mid and late game, could potentially be really good against the hero.
I think Leshrac also,
Leshrac
which
also
we've seen showcased today, and Viper with like the new Thompson build that people are doing, where you go for Ags and skip the Q. I think that's very, very strong. Like there's enough options that I assume most teams have a couple.
And to your point, you said flex picks are likely to come in, and you got Pango.
Yeah, this one definitely works. He had a great game on Boom in game number 1. They kept that as a flex until the overall last pick, when they then decided to go with the Leshrac overall, which he dumpstered the game with. So expecting something similar to happen. Let's see how they're going to approach this one. Tusk is the big one. I think Tusk, we don't talk too much about this hero, but this hero is a menace. Like, it has everything. His toolkit has been pretty much the same throughout the years. This hero hasn't been changed much. Some nerfs to the Aghanim Scepter, Lincoln Sphere interactions. Same goes for his ulti. Some shard nerfs, but overall, good block, good damage. 2 really good facets that he can play from position 4 or position 5, and also BKB piercing tool plus the save. I don't think you can ask for anything better than his toolkit.
You can't really. I mean, it does leave one hero in the pool though for Rue, and that's Bounty Hunter. Both games, Mouse was not willing to play against it, and now the question is, does Spirit value it as highly as Mouse thinks that they value it? Because clearly they've just played against Tusk and they're like, okay, this hero is way too strong, which I agree. Finally, it's first phase ban, because it felt like it was good before it got buffed. They made it even stronger at laning by giving him more attack speed slow. Other heroes got nerfed, and all of a sudden you have this monster of a hero.
One thing I noticed, mid one doesn't really talk as much. Like, even when it was 24 pick for him, I guess he just said what he wants to play, and he's like, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to play, and got it out of the system, and then he's focused. Yeah.
Nice and chill.
You know what else has BKB piercing disabled? That's a good 4 position. Spirit Breaker had a 66% win rate, won 2 out of 3 games. Okay, they will go for the Timbersaw, so they're gonna take the bait. All right, Mouse, let's see it. What's the counter? I feel like Leshrac's gonna be banned out because we already saw that in the series.
They have 1 ban on side of Spirit, so let's see what they're going to be removing, whether that's going to be Ursa, whether that's going to be... I mean, they do have a pick out of the phase, but then you are forced to get one of these 2 heroes if you don't want to be facing them.
Yeah, Ursa, Gyro, those are the ones. But, like, yeah, Viper is always an option, too. The thing is, like, I guess, I know a lot of Timber players are enjoying Blade Mail first against something like a Lesh. Maybe
you will definitely buy it. So I don't think Lesh necessarily is that good of a counter, because you can buy Blade Mail, you're building into pipe, you're super tanky, you're getting Kaya Sanj, Treads, Soul Ring, which increases your HP. You have like 2,000 HP with 2 items.
5 seconds remaining.
And they ban out the Terror Blade. I mean, just a Yatoro classic.
Yeah.
I also think it's really nice to play Timber in games with hyper carries now, because the hero takes so much to kill in fights. He drags so much attention to himself. Like, I feel like Timber is similar to Bristleback in that sense, where you're building these like utility items, and then you're dealing so much damage in fights that you can't just ignore him. You have to go on him, but then you're pumping so much into him, a hero like TB will just 1v5 at that point.
You had a spicy solution to a couple of drafts, Jenkins. You did say Bloodseeker.
It's honestly good for both sides now. I mean, if Crystallis was here, I would say, hell yeah, he's picking up the
He might be
Bloodseeker.
down to actually play it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's a bad hero, honestly. I've seen it a little bit in pro-rated pubs. Like, people are trying it, and it doesn't look horrible. Carry pool's very strange right now, but I think Gyrocopter still being in the pool. I know everybody considers this a excellent Timber counter because you, for some reason, the flak cannon procs don't count towards reactive armor. So you can shred him in the laning stage really easily and in the game.
And you always have Rocket Barrage. Gyrocopter is mixed damage, so I like this. I like this solution because they banned one of the
You have to
bad
do it.
counters, and they just took Gyrocopter for himself, which they can still flex, so they're not saying anything. I like that they... Most likely this is going to be played as carry. This is also something Pango doesn't like to play into the laning stage, if it's going to be offlane Pango. But they also have ways of flexing this Gyrocopter.
Yeah, I think if you want to force the Gyro to be a support, Ancient Apparition will do that. And I honestly think AA is insane against Timber as well. I mean, it goes both ways, because at a certain point, you're going to get the Aghanim Scepter on Timber, which is a shield, which AA does not counter. But up until that point, you are killing him with the Ice Blast, and the Timber shield can be countered with a simple Yules. Or Nullifier, which Pango likes to buy. And I know Mouse will play Ancient Apparition.
I feel like you need to have some kind of a reliable setup for AA ulti, because if you don't... I mean, Mouse as a team, they do play a lot of stuns, something that they did talk about. This is a hero that Timber doesn't really like to play into, and something that they talked about, something that Boom mentioned, is a lot of the times they have mid laner who's playing some crazy heroes. Maybe there's a potential that this Batrider goes to the mid lane. If they pick a position 5 right now and then end up the draft with potentially a carry to try to camouflage this pick.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think Gyro in the game is not happy playing into a mid-bat either. With like the timings mid-bat has, he can absolutely run down something like a Gyrocopter.
Like a monkey.
And they pick a 5 position which can roam around as a, you know, with the clockwork and get kills with Batrider. So this gives options of still having it as a support, having it as a mid potentially.
Yeah, back in the days in Dota Underlords, these heroes, they have a lot of synergy. Keen people. I think it was Batrider, Clockwork, Gyro. I think he might be Keen as well in Dota Underlords, plus Timber as well. 3 of them for sure. Batrider might be as well. We might
still playing that?
No, I'm still playing Artifact though.
Is there any games that you're looking forward to that are coming out? You should wishlist on Steam.
There's one. Relic Arena?
I've heard of that one.
It's a good one.
Good.
Yeah.
Wishlist on Steam today. Anyway, Bane comes out. Speaking of dreams, crushed dreams, perhaps. Very good against Pango for the same reason that Bloodseeker is good against Pango. It's a BKB piercing disable. I mean, pure damage through the Rolling Thunder. You're not necessarily killing Pango like a Bloodseeker does. But if you have any assistance while you're gripping him in the roll, you will kill him. And Gyro is quite good at pumping out that damage, even through the spell immunity. So they're going for another support here. Okay, simple. Very simple. Like,
again,
really...
the offlaner is not going to have a good time. In the previous game, it was Qua plus Jakiro. This time around, it might be even stronger, that you have a lot more kill potential. You can run them down. And another Leshrac. So this puts Batrider in a position where he's going to be played as a support, which means Pango is going to be played from the offlane, and they're going to be needing a carry.
Like,
I still like the Lesh, honestly. Even into Timber, who is, of course, going to build the Blade Mail. You know, Bane, Jakiro, Gyro, all of these heroes will like turn and fight you. And even Bane, he tries to Fiend's Grip you, you know, uses his heal. A lot of the time, it's like a man fight between Bane and whoever Bane's fighting. And Lesh will always win that. He will win that against Gyrocopter. Even when Timber has Blade Mail, I think the Blink Dagger timing comes out before the Timber Blade Mail. And you can, if you have a good enough game, which Mid 1 did in the first game, like you can outpace the Timber's tankiness. At least this is the idea. If you're picking it, you're confident as the Leshrac player that like, yeah, of course I can outpace him. But then the Timber's like, I'm gonna get a Blade Mail. I'm gonna have so much HP, he's gonna kill himself.
What are we thinking? Carry that's gonna be coming out for Mouse. Morph Band. I like this one. It's good against, like, you don't have anything that he would actually be afraid of in this game. You can't really burst him. He has his innate ability is very good against Timbersaw because of the regeneration. Jaro's building into Satanic, so that's really good.
So they're going to pick a mid or a safe lane carry?
I mean, there's the argument of like TA is good against Timber, but then you're running it into Gyro with all this damage over time to Kiro, damage over time. It's really rough against those heroes, but good against Timber and lane. Like, I guess the question is like, are you trying to beat Timber and lane, or are you just accepting that this hero wins lanes now and then playing for something else later on in the game? That's like what the Morphling was. Morphling does okay against Timber and lane.
If they want to punish the lane, I would say something like a Troll can work out. This is something that he doesn't like to play into early on because you're paired up with Clockwork. If you want to have more explosive damage, if you want to be getting the jump, I would say...
quick wave a bit.
Did not want to say this one, but in terms of lockdown...
It's just Bane.
It's Bane.
Yeah.
It is very annoying for him to play into Bane. Like, one spell from Bane, one sleep, could set things up for another... round of spells coming out from Timbersaw or just an Ice Bat.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but now it is a Laurel mid last pick or Collapse if they want to run the Timber mid.
Nice.
And they go for Void Spirit. I mean, it's extra jump to catch the Weaver. It definitely does okay against Leshrac. It's very hard for Lesh to ever like run at
Toro Jaro.
1v1 against a Void Spirit. He can easily just dissimulate out or use his ult to get out. It's great at catching Pango. It's hard for Batrider to catch Void Spirit. It's a great Void Spirit game, actually.
It is good. Like, in terms of lockdown, they really don't have that much. I'm kind of liking it. I think Mouse fixed some of the issues that they did have in the second game because they did have a lot of issues. I think they made a solid draft for themselves in this one, but favoring Spirit in this one because it feels like this draft kind of plays itself out. One lane automatically won by Gyrocopter and Jakiro. You have Timbersaw against Weaver, plus you also have who's going to be playing at Bane. So relatively strong lane as well. Like Weaver, especially at the early levels, needs to be careful of how he's using his Shikuchi and overall Void Spirit. I want to see what the itemization is going to be, because a lot of the times you're going to be seeing Spirit Vessel into Aghanim Scepter. You also have Pipe against Lesh. Maybe a casual Mage Slayer as well could work on Void Spirit, because I really like the combination Mage Slayer plus the Pipe against Leshrac. He just doesn't deal any damage. You're also playing against Batrider, Clockwork, so it's a lot of damage that you want to reduce.
Even Pango. It's all physical damage, but it's spell damage debuff that the Mage Slayer is applying, and you can apply it by jumping through him with the ult on Void Spirit. Perfect Void Spirit pick. I mean, they have last pick, so something like this is going to happen.
Go on Team Spirit.
I mean, Mouse's draft is definitely not bad. They have
it's a good draft.
They have options. They have good stuns. They have good scaling with Weaver. There's not that much to disable a Weaver in this game. But I'd say, yeah, favoring Spirit just a little bit.
Yeah, and we'll see if the Timbersaw question can be answered as well.
Yeah, not so sure. I mean, there's a lot of answers to him in this game.
Yeah.
Like, they tried. They certainly tried. Pretty much all their heroes.
All right, then. This game is for all of the marbles. I'll hand you over to two commentators that have slowly been losing theirs.
Two commentators, one in Dickfeld.
Thank you so much. I've never met anybody with such big marbles in my life, but Richard really takes the cake. Here in game number 3 between Mouse and Team Spirit. Winner of this will continue on the road as the undefeated team in the Swiss format. Loser goes to the 1-1 losers side thingy that we still don't have a name for, Cinderin.
Yeah, winning this game puts you in a really good spot where you know, at the end of the day, you need to get the 3 wins. That's all that matters. And being 2-0 gives you plenty of time to either, you know, cruise through and just be done with it, or get a couple of learning experiences while still making it to the end. We've seen both sides of that in almost every Swiss tournament. I feel like we've covered. There's been a 2-0 team that ends up barely scraping by 3-2, and then sometimes there's an 0-2 team that makes the big comeback. I think the year was that the heroic win in October last year. I think they didn't even start off the Swiss well. They just went on a tear, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember myself.
I actually think I don't remember correctly. So I take that back for that example. But
fake news.
Being 2-0 is definitely what both of these teams want, without question. As a side benefit is also that, depending on your perspective, I don't know what you think about this, but do you think it's better to play more games or to hide more strats?
I mean, how many strats are people actually hiding?
Like, hide is the wrong word. I think hide strats is an overrated concept. But you give, let's say you give
Less information.
Yes, let's call it that.
Similar to what Valve has done with the I think it depends on the state of your team. If you're a team like Spirit, well, I guess they kind of have some new players occasionally coming in, but yeah, it depends on how confident you are as a lineup. Like if it's Falcons is a great example, not at this tournament, of course. Less games for them, probably.
Okay.
I mean, do you not agree with that? I mean, if it's a newer team, like if you have 2 stand-ins, then probably the more games, the better.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
On average. I mean, sometimes you get off to a really good start and you want to keep that going, but I think it's a case-by-case, Cinderman.
But you're obviously never going to not just try to take the shortest road, because the risk of losing, if you start losing, is never worth playing more games. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta be interesting to see
on
this
the
lane
Batrider
matchup.
support here in this bot lane.
Bat 5.
Yeah.
A rather uncommon sight right now, but into the Timbersaw, this is one of that hero's absolute worst matchups in all of the hero's history. This has been one of the counter picks, and it's never really changed. Itemization, you can obviously try to combat it to some extent, but Batrider always comes out on top in that matchup. And it does make it really nice when you can run it as a support and still feel like you have that threat on Timber later in the game. Because think about it, just from, say, a math standpoint, the amount of net worth you need to counter that hero as Bat is so much lower than other cores do. So by running it in a support position, you're getting a lot of value.
I mean, all 5 heroes, you could argue, maybe the panel brought this up, but I wouldn't be caught dead listening to Jenkins, so we took that off to avoid some brain rot. All 5 of these heroes look pretty good against Timber, do they not? In some way or another?
Makes you feel any better, Richard also said it.
So. Oh, perfect. Great minds think alike as Boom getting rocket barrage right now in the top lane. Yamich, a little bit slow to the party, but Boom does survive. Kind of an annoying cogs for Yamich, as decent amount to Panto.
To elaborate on something we said last game about Jakiro's last hits, as we found out afterwards, we were both silly enough to not think about cogs as the primary contributor to Jakiro having.
Don't put the blame on me. I'm not the analyst. I'm a moron.
You know what? I will gladly take like 90% of the blame if you're on board with that. Yeah, because I feel like I should have known better. I am a Clockwork player myself, and I hate playing against Jakiro because it destroys my cogs. But for whatever reason, it wasn't clicking in my brain that game. But yeah, it changed the matchup dramatically when Jakiro got the double attack, because it used to be such a bad matchup for Jakiro to break out of cogs against battery assault. But now that you double strike, you just get out immediately, and of course you can just farm the cogs in the lane for bonus gold, and yeah, they count as CS. Every ward in the game does, I believe. And yeah, cogs are a ward. You learned something today.
Well, I knew that, actually.
Wow. I have very low expectations.
I know. Well, you could call them a gadget as well. I like that more.
Yeah, that's not really a category we have in Dota.
Maybe that's from Han, actually.
I wouldn't know.
Yep. Panto.
Yamich
is coming from
here.
below.
This is awkward. Yeah, he can't really commit to the gyro's way too strong in this situation. So it's just being annoying. If you look at that, Jakiro already has 10 CS. He must have farmed a lot of small camp.
My God, this Jakiro's out of control. I mean, to be fair, he was actually more farmed than any other support by a wide margin. So
yeah, and also, I mean, the cogs are worth about the same amount of gold as a small creep. I think they give about 20.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's
quite a
basically the same as killing one of these creeps every time he destroys a cog.
That's just like a money bag.
Yep. Oh, here we go again.
Hoping for some more nature's profit coming our way.
So this mid lane has been going dead even. Lesh against Void Spirit. Void Spirit, the type of hero that will rarely really win mid, but can coast most matchups, even against strong ranged heroes. There's a couple that are really bad, but Leshrac should be just fine. You just keep getting the barrier up with your Resonant Pulse, and you trade farm. You're not threatening Lesh at all. But when you hit level 6, you're really nice to gank for. So potentially could see that.
Root, 6 stacks of sticky napalm. They get the bugs off of him. And Kaori will take a decent amount of damage from Collapse as first blood is drawn on Yamich in that top area. So Panto, or sorry, Yamich was being annoying as always, but actually caught off guard. Surprisingly enough, boom. Homing missiles coming for him as well. Collapse takes a bit of damage in this bot lane, but he should be fine.
Actually TPing out here. This is...
And that's all the way to base, too.
It's a really good start for Spirit, getting first blood, winning their top lane handily. The panel talked about that. That lane is just a free win. This is what you set yourself up for when you run double melee offlane into Jakiro. I just don't think there's a single double melee offlane that will do well against that. Maybe something like Darkseer Spirit Breaker perhaps has a chance, but your Clock Pango will never do well in this lane into Gyro.
6-minute rune. It will be for Rue.
Can't say Rue without Rune.
That.
The other way around.
No, that's true.
Oh, Panto. Gonna...
Diabolic Edict. This facet is so insane. Are we seeing the other one at all these days?
Never. Regardless of role, too.
Yeah.
Even the few instances of 4 Lesh that we see
Yeah,
still take
a successful Taki, right?
In lane.
Part of me, I mean, I think this is a really cool facet. I just hope that they don't make it part of the base hero. Because Diabolic Edict on towers is also cool.
Yeah, I missed that part of the hero, if I'm honest. I think that made Lesh more interesting as a hero because it was really something that set him apart from the rest of the hero
I don't
roster.
disagree. I think this one is the same though. As Astral Step, Toro making a very early TP rotation.
Great play call.
Big kill on mid one.
Yeah. That's not the hero you're expecting to rotate there, but
definitely not.
Anybody joining Void Spirit
Come
will
on,
be able
you'd
to
be
kill
better
Lesh
than
at this
that.
point
You
in
gotta
time, and
kill him
Gyro was the one
before.
available, so not a play they thought was coming their way. Collapse again on the receiving end. I mean, this lane is really nasty for Timbersaw. We'll survive this time though, and Kaori,
TP support. Astral Step from
Oh,
Laurel.
Bane coming
Kaori
as well.
is certainly dead. Rue gets credit for that one. Ghost gets away safely though.
I think this is going to be a pretty difficult Weaver game. Like, you picked it into Bane, which is already, you know, the Fiend script threat is one thing, but the last pick Void Spirit will
jammed.
go Axe.
Oh, the thing's
The
jammed.
double silence is very,
Nice.
very good this game. Weaver, Pango,
Yeah,
Lesh.
historically speaking, on Weaver, if you have to go BKB and Lincolns, that is pretty feels bad.
Yeah, you have to pick your poison here. You cannot afford to buy both items. I think you're just not going to deal
I think
enough
it has to
damage.
be BKB, and then Grip is the main concern then.
Yeah, then you need Pango or Clock, whatever, to cover your bases.
I mean, you do have a lot of jump. I mean, Blink Dagger eventually, even though it's a 5 bat, will have to get it, right?
Yeah.
Blink Dagger is going to be on Lesh. Pango has the roll, and a Blink Dagger eventually. You got hook shot, so you do have cover.
And I was talking about potential Mage Slayer on Laurel. He has nothing in Quick Buy right now, but I am curious about that idea. I just think if you go Vessel, I don't know if you also get Mage Slayer if that's a bit too much.
Oh, nice.
Actually, just way too easy. One Nightmare sets up everything. Ice Path, another great tool as Boom and company still want to fight apparently, and you can see why. Mid one just shreds through Panto and Rue. So both supports dead for Spirit. But again, it is at the cost of Ghosts before that engagement overall. But at least for Mouse, they get something out of it. Now Laurel with
get
an
more
invis.
here. Mid one is already in bottom, but Kaori is dead immediately.
Oh yeah. Very, very dead indeed. Collapse. Gone on by Ghost for the time being. Has the defusal, so the mana burn doing quite a bit. Lightning Storm, he pops the Soul Ring to get the Timber Chained. Cannot get to the high ground though.
Oh.
Oh my god, doesn't do it again. That is death for you, Mr. Collapse. Mid one gets credit for that from above. Not very often you see double mistake from Collapse. Mid one.
Oh, that's...
It's nightmared up. Rue's not level 6 yet, but it sets up the Aether Remnant from Laurel.
This makes Collapse's death a lot more palatable.
Indeed.
I think. That's shutting down the Lesh. Considering how much work mid one got done in the first game, they're happy to slow him down at every turn. Time for Rune. It will be top but damage. Time to go back to the fountain.
This is a real feels bad when you try to steal a rune, die for it, and the rune wasn't even there to begin with. Roll from Boom. Yatoro going in circles to avoid it. Nicely done. We'll eventually get Oh, okay. He's got the moves today. Boom. Does have the swash at his disposal. Ghost. Okay, he's going to be seeing. There's the Nightmare. Swashbuckler, though, and a double shield crash. A lot of damage. And Taro still staying alive. Meanwhile, Kaori, finally the time-lapse comes out, saving the Weaver, but it's going to be at the cost of 2 members of Mouse. And Yotaro, which was the prized possession, still up and running.
Spirit are doing a really good job rotating heroes correctly here. Ghost's gonna lose that trade to a Jakiro. He's level 6, just like the Jakiro is, and even by burning the mana, you still have to deal with the stick charges plus...
Do you get XP for Cogs?
I don't think they give XP. If they do, it's very little. I don't remember that, actually.
Nightmare into the Aether Remnant again. Rue has grip. This is going to drain mana as well, remember. Yeah, with Collapse coming through, this will be a kill onto mid one again. And Ghost gets killed by Panto. What?
And Panto gets killed by Ghost.
What?
How does that even happen?
Underestimated the damage probably.
I guess so. I mean, we just saw him get harassed down to very little HP. I'm surprised he stuck around.
I think it's easy to underestimate Liquid Fire when it's the skill getting maxed first. The attack speed's low and the overall damage is really high.
Well, that's
Panto
nice
now 114
placement.
build. Actually, he's got more experience than Weaver. It's a crazy start for the Jakiro.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Spirit in a very comfortable position, especially the biggest part of the net worth lead is just Yotaro is miles ahead.
Yeah.
And that is where you want to be on that gyro. Stacks, not too many. There is a double stack of Ancients for him. But there hasn't really been time to stack. Like, they've been moving their supports around constantly, finding good engagements instead.
Is he not going Ags very fast at all? It's Manta style after the Dragonlance. Is that surprising to you at all?
Yeah, that is a bit surprising.
Manta style for what exactly?
Yeah.
I mean, takes off the slow shield crash.
Helps you against Lash, but...
Yeah, shares the damage. Missing
maybe
something.
he just wants it against, like, it's added value because of Bat.
He'll swarm easier.
Yeah, deals with Swarm, Clock Cogs. I mean, there's a lot of little
They
things that might just compound and make it worth it, but it is definitely not the standard approach.
Yeah, we have a fight brewing. Rue trying to stay alive with the brain sap. It's not enough, though. Boom, again, pursuing Yotaro. Finally, we get the first stun, but there's no follow-up whatsoever.
Oh my god,
Instead,
he
Spirit shows up in numbers. They kill off Ghost, Kaori as well.
Did he not have mana for ult? He did. He just didn't time-lapse. He didn't even die in a stun. Guess he just underestimated how much damage he was taking. That's
costly.
It's really costly. The Weaver pick in this game, we've already talked about potential pitfalls later against specific itemization.
Welcome in and thank you for the
That's even considering if he had a good game to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not even going to have those... You're not going to meet the breakpoints that you want here.
Here for a bit more.
Anto's dead. Hello.
Yeah, that'll be a nice
That's how
little
he's hanging
snack
out
from
for a while,
Mouse,
is she?
Instant TP out from mid one.
See how this build works out for you, Toro.
I can't help but feel like I'm missing something.
We definitely are.
But it's not
Because
inherently
even for
obvious.
killing Swarm and Cogs, Ags kind of does that anyway. And plus, it's just gonna... It's just a better version.
I think Side Gunner can't attack wards.
Oh, okay.
Can it? I don't think so.
You might be right, actually. Nightmare setup.
That's
Rue.
that threat of Bane. Is there any follow-up? It's on the way.
Collapse is close.
Oh,
the Fiend's
nice.
grip. This is all the time in the world, and that is death number 4 for
This
Ghost.
is Ghost's worst game of the tournament for sure. He is just in struggle
No,
mode.
I don't know why.
4
It's just
deaths
weird.
in 14 minutes doesn't sound all that awful, but it is the carry, and it is on
Loves
Weaver.
a hard 4.
You're now over 50 CS behind the gyro. Nice read from Yotaro, but I'm not sure he's going to play his way out of this one.
Yeah, split earth there, mid one. We'll be able to snag that kill. So it ends up being a 1-for-1, which favors Mouse at this point because Ghost is worth about the same amount as a support with all the deaths that he's racked up. And boom. Trying to set something up onto Panto. A nice ice path with the macro fire to follow. Kaori is dead. As Panto will be taken out by Boom in turn. The 3 dead for Spirit across the board, but again, Ghost, it just feels like it's collateral damage. Laurel is ticking out to mid 1, who is now out of mana. Collapse. He's going to be out of mana pretty soon, as well as Boom with that Diffusal Blade going to town.
Oh, he's going to die. He's going to die.
We'll continue on. We'll have the Shield Crash and Swashbuckle combo soon. Not needed, though. Mid 1 there to connect again.
So that was a 5 for 3 in total, considering the Weaver kill that we started off with. He was part of the secondary fight, but died again. Maybe 5 for 4. It was hard to keep the overview there, but all in all, that must be really good for Mouse. They got some big kills. They ended a streak.
Actually, they find one on Pango now. So Boom. I mean, this Bane, Mr. Rue, has destroyed this game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Slacks, Mr. Rue. R.I.P.
There are a couple of really good matchups for the Bane. We've talked about the Weaver, but obviously Pango too. Right? They had ample reason to pick this hero. It's one of the best solutions to Rolling Thunder in the entire game. It's also quite decent against Bat, who, speaking of, has just picked up a dagger. So that's that 5 Bat dagger you were talking about. 17 minutes with 5 deaths is honestly a pretty good timing from Kaori. See if they can put it to good use. I guess the dream kill to find here is likely just going to be the Void Spirit. But he is not at all in the neighborhood for now. But maybe he'll run in that direction. They're lucky. Oh, he's hiding down bottom, sensing that this is going on. Quite dangerous cut-through play here. Kaori will find it.
Lasso initiation into all the magic damage from mid 1 with the hook shot just in case. Nicely done. The more I'm thinking about this Manta, it just has to be the Diabolic Edict. Like we mentioned already, that to see. But then, I mean, you're getting BKB though at some point as well. So I don't know.
It doesn't block Edict.
Wait, isn't it magic?
Boy.
Oh, you're right, you're right. That is a big kill onto Laurel for Boom, but anytime there's something good going the way of Mouse, Ghost dies. Seems to be the way of this game number 3. No way to avoid it. 1 and 6 on Weaver. Panto, found by Boom. Rue gets off the Nightmares. Panto will steal the rune and mid 1. Can't pursue any further. Blinked into the ice path, so any counter initiation put to an end. Kaori rocked a barrage upon him. There's the Manta. Kaori's dead.
Couldn't get it. It's actually a close game.
Kaya on mid 1 along with a Blink. We'll be going for the full Kaya Yasha.
Yeah, same as game 1. Oh, very quick reaction there on the Blink. That was almost inhuman how he got away from Laurel there. He got jumped. He would have probably died.
These boys have very quick fingers.
Quite important. I don't know if that was a reaction.
Hook shot into nothing.
He would have been fine though.
On that one.
Didn't have enough chain stuns anyway. Wait, what is this from Laurel? He bought the Ogre Axe and now he's queuing up.
Nikki raided to Gingerella as well.
Now he's queuing up Ags again. He probably misclicked. He probably wrote Ags in his shop
Go
search and
Gingerella.
clicked on the shard instead of the scepter.
Yeah, makes
I genuinely think that's what happened. I'm familiar with that problem.
Are you surprised by no Mage Slayer?
Not really.
No?
That's what I was saying. I think if you go Vessel, you don't also go Mage Slayer. I think you go one of the two and then you go Ags, because otherwise you're missing the timing for Ags where the enemy heroes don't have BKB yet. Gonna get lassoed down bot into Split Earth, into... Oh, they didn't quite get him.
Yeah, but the Tormentor will go the way of Team Spirit. Panto gets credit for that shard.
That's pretty much the dream scenario. You get 4-man ganked on your Void Spirit, he lives, and you get the Torm. That couldn't have gone any better. A slight misstep there from Mouse. They could have definitely taken that kill with a little bit better spell casting, but that's the one thing I will say that is significantly harder with the extended armature cogs, is to get the knockback when you want it on a chain stun. Because it feels like sometimes you just pull them in but they don't get knocked back. And they actually needed that chain stun there on the Lesh follow-up on the Split Earth.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But yeah, as I was saying with Laurel, by not going Mage Slayer, this Ags is going to be completed before the Lesh BKB comes in. It's going to be completed before the Weaver BKB comes in. So it will find a lot more use.
Toro. He's going to get hook shot Yamich. He is now getting gone on by Laurel and Yatoro, so death will come.
Hey.
Trying to get to the neutrals. Good attempt, but not to be. Ghost does not die this time. Instead, they clean up Rue. So 1 for 1. And what is Ghost working on right now? So he has Maelstrom, Diffusal. Will be the full Mjolnir before going for the defensive BKB. Lasso initiation onto Yatoro. This will be a huge kill, and they'll be able to get it quite easily. In fact, the question is how much will it cost them? Quite a bit, it seems. 2 dead, and now Ghost gets Yules up into the Timber Chain. Down he goes, and this is going to be a buyback for mid one. They have to get something out of this, as mid one will have to blink to the right side, and Collapse is getting a bit low, but Boom getting lower as Yamich will join the party, so it turns into a 3 versus 1. So mid one's buyback ends up netting them a single kill onto Collapse.
Yeah, can't say that's worth it, really. This is pretty expensive for Left to throw that out there. It's going to delay his BKB a lot, and as we've already established, there's going to be a sweet spot coming up now for Laurel. It's completed now. Now he's queued up the shard, so it seems like he still wants it. Rotating Remnant. This is one of the more creative shards in the game, I would say. The rotating Aether Remnant.
Oh.
You have the shard. It's pretty interesting. And I've seen some, in some pub games, I've seen some people play 4 Void Spirit with the other facet and then going shard, and just placing this insane amount of Aether Remnants. Because you place Remnants when you jump into Dissimulate, and then you place the Remnant that rotates with your shard, and all of a sudden you can kind of create this zone of a fight that's hard to access. Wonder if we're going to see that at some point in the games we cast. That would be fun.
That would be fun. That sounds kind of cool. Probably
new tech, but
if we haven't seen it too much, then it probably needs another little touch-up.
Maybe. I mean, obviously, part of the price you pay is that you're playing support Void Spirit, which doesn't lane very well. But doesn't lane significantly worse than, say, a 4 Nyx, for example. It's not probably comparable.
Ghost trying to catch up on the farm, still a bit down there, but making his way up slowly. Shard, I mean, he has a lot of items queued up. Surely the shard comes before some of this. That's one of the best shards in the game, easily. We'll see how he itemizes. Of course, the BKB is just so crucial, so you just might have to wait. As Smoke. Lasso initiation, but the disarm comes out.
It's a very good
Boom
nightmare.
with the rolling thunder onto 2 heroes. Kaori is the first to fall, and now the grip onto the Pango in that rolling thunder. Gets a swashbuckle up. It actually kills off Rue. So more damage coming out, but it will cost him his life eventually. And meanwhile, Collapse taking out mid one. 4 dead for Mouse. And now Ghost left to his own devices will live through the day.
That's a dieback on mid one. He's gone for so long.
A delayed dieback, yeah.
This could be Roche, because, like, what are they going to do about it without their Pango and Lesh? Absolutely nothing.
This could be a Roche. It's definitely
another big win here for the side of Spirit. What a beautifully played fight from Rue that was. He got the Nightmare to combo break. You're going to see this here. Look at this initiation. So the lasso, this Pango roll is not going to chain stun, so Laurel gets off his spells with the Nightmare and then gets a full duration grip onto the Pango, who, sure, does punish him afterwards and gets the trade-off, but compromises his position enough that there's going to be an ice path and a kill anyway. That fight was all Rue, as far as I'm concerned. That was beautiful stuff. I love Nightmare saves. It's always been one of my favorite things to see in games. Because it's such a high skill play that requires such a good understanding and timing. It's always satisfying. You pull it off like this. And this wasn't even that he was Nightmare dodging a spell that he saw casting. He was premeditatively expecting the Pango chain stun on the lasso. So it was just out of fog protection. Really nice. 6k lead for Spirit.
Yep, with the Aegis intact, 4 minutes. How much damage can I do with this?
Oh, hello.
Yep, goodbye.
Yeah. Well, he can blink.
He did.
He's dead. Surely.
Sure about that?
Oh,
Yes. You were right. 0.1 second. You knew. Well, he's still not dead, though.
He will die.
Okay.
Mid one kills off Panto in the meantime.
You knew.
Oh,
You knew.
That's a big silence, though. The Aghanim Scepter being shown in full force for Laurel. Boom. That's the problem with Pango, is even if you get the shard, you still need to be able to cast it.
Yep.
And you don't really want to buy items to deal with it, but Lotus Orb or BKB, kind of the only choices. 100% accuracy for Yamich. You know, he looks like... I don't know why I'm actually going to bring this up because you don't know movies, but he looks like an actor.
I knew you were going to say an actor.
He looks exactly... I don't know the guy's name, though. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now. The movie he was definitely in is This Is the End. It's a comedy, Cinderin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your Sunday
Look
bean.
that up right now.
I think it's Edward Norton.
Thanks for
No.
popping on in.
His name is Jay
Saying g'day.
Baruchel. I don't know how to say his actual last name.
Okay. Oh, no.
Hook
He
shot
misses
misses
the hook.
Yamich. Oh, boy.
You
No
cursed
longer
him.
100%.
He started thinking
Guess
about
what I was
movies.
talking about
Production
it.
cursed him. This is the end for Yamich. for now.
Hey.
Oh. Bing.
Damn,
Jay-
what a prophecy.
Bing.
Baruchel.
Candace, how are you?
Baruchel Barat.
Oh, that name actually sounds familiar to me now.
Popping
now
in
that you
saying
say it.
g'day.
If I show you his picture, you might recognize him. Well, you can just look at
There's your
Yamich.
Sunday going.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
6
yeah.
out of 7 now.
I
Yeah,
feel like I've seen this guy before in Dota.
Being very lazy there.
Very
Just
likable
thought I'd chuck
character,
a
though, in
stream
all his
on whilst
movies,
I'm
which I can only
watching
name one.
Dota, because why not?
Yeah.
In case
Okay.
anyone
Speaking of one,
wants to talk
mid
shit.
one in the triangle, we'll be able to finish the BKB here.
Finally. This got delayed a couple minutes from those deaths and the buyback.
'Cause I don't think any of my followers know what
He needs
Dota
this
is.
item badly to play against Void Spirit, and of course the tons of magic and pure damage coming out from Jakiro and Timber to help him.
Yep. Well, very shortly, the BKB will also be there for Ghost.
But if
so
they
this
do
is
like
a
me, talk to them
pretty
about
big
it.
power spike for Mouse. Just need to wait out the Aegis, and I can probably try taking a fight of some sort. A lot will hinge on Kaori's ability to initiate, but the Nightmare and to start things out. Still the BKB available, of course, is Root being taken out first by Kaori. Laurel pursuing the Bat
missed
Rider,
it.
but we'll find some distance. Should be okay.
they'll try
Mid one
and
a half
chase down.
HP collapse. Continuing on. And Ghost has figured it out. Only 1 minute left on the Aegis. So a lot of time wasted here from Mouse. Nicely done.
Yeah, are they gonna get anything meaningful with this time though? So, Bok close to Ags, Bat working on Ags. I don't know if I love that from Kaori. Like, how likely are you to find double lassos here versus having, say, the utility of a BKB or a Lotus Orb like we talked about against Bane and all this silence? Well, you're not getting either if you're getting caught. Might escape this. Let's see. Quite healthy.
Follow
for now.
that fiery trail. Collapse. Can't close the
Going
distance.
deep. He's going
Instead,
too deep,
might be in a bit
Collapse.
of peril, although he's going to get aggressive. Gets off the Yules
Oh,
to
they're
start
gonna take
things
a
out.
while
Has
to
that
kill him,
Aghanim
though.
Scepter.
Jeez, he's going
Wants
in
to go to
hard.
the boom room.
Oh,
Actually
that
getting
probably
bounced
worked out
left
better
and right
doing
by
that.
Yamich as Ghost is nearby.
God,
Will
thank you,
avoid the
boy.
explosion though, as you can see
Oh
the
my
Clockwork
God.
just getting exploded by Collapse, and now they have to stun left onto
Oh.
the Weaver. Down goes Ghost again. And boom, in that Rolling Thunder has to try to roll away. Will do so. But that, I mean, that's a full BKB that is just not able to be used for Ghost.
Yeah. Panto's been on point with Ice Pass this game. He's got really good spell casting. Makes
The
such a
Ice
huge
Path just
difference to
cooks
find
him.
that one angle. Otherwise, you had traded Clock for Bane, but if Weaver can fight there with BKB and you get a lasso, like who
In
knows?
20 minutes, just got
Well,
me.
that's all gonna
Oh,
end
up
up.
until 4 a.m. Woo! late
Is Collapse gonna run this one
night,
down?
morning.
Might try to. He is on the hunt.
Yes, this
Mid-one's
is
out of there.
Dota.
This is a long
And
chase.
honestly, it's well, now you've
While
seen
this
it.
is happening,
You've seen
Daedalus
it.
officially
It's
completed
very
for
hard
Yatoro,
to
so he's packing a punch. This is still without an Aghanim
explain
Scepter,
if you
by the
don't
way,
know
which
what it
he
is.
is not queuing up still.
But this is
Yeah.
professional
That's so
Dota,
crazy.
so I'm just watching a professional tournament that's going on at the
Is there
moment.
something I don't
I
know?
feel like even a
Which
late
makes it even
Ags now
harder
is
to watch
still
because
quite
never
good,
bad,
anyone that
but-
doesn't know Dota just like,
It
what
scales.
is going on?
Oh,
The
that is-
lasso collapse pops
he
the
survived.
BKB,
Oh.
and now the Aghanim
Oh my
Scepter
God.
is going to be put to use against Yamich. Do they have a TP
Oh.
cancellation? Yes.
Oh yes. Wow,
Yamich dead, and this sets up the Tormentor for Spirit again. They're
yeah,
getting
with dyslexia,
pretty
we're
much
definitely
everything they want here.
confusing with everything that's written on here. Absolutely.
And Rue with the
It's just
AoE
very
brain sap.
confusing when you
Always a
don't know
nice
what
thing
the
to have.
game is.
Only
It's
level
like-
2 though.
It's kind of
It's
crazy
so
that
hard to
you
explain.
take 4 counter picks to Timber.
Basic premise though, just
And he
picture
still seems
5
like
players on each team and they're trying to
Not
get
necessarily
to
the biggest
the
problem
other
of the
side.
game, but he's up there.
Yeah.
Like,
The
you just get this
basic,
BKB on
basic
and
premises.
Axe on him, and he can go into 5 heroes and not die. And so even if you buy a Yule's on Bat to remove the reactive armor, well, he can cover himself with the BKB and keep it running.
Showed himself. Oh,
And Kiori working
Oh.
on an Aghanim Scepter, halfway there actually, so trying to go for the double lasso plays, which can be game-breaking. But it's a big if.
Pango's
Sometimes it
going
just doesn't do anything.
nullifier. What's the draw going? Butterfly say 10k. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, realistically, what double lasso does he find? Maybe some gyro plus a support if they're a little bit close, or I feel like Timber is always just going to YOLO in alone, and then Void Spirit's going to be jumping all over the place. It's definitely not an obvious game for it. Oh, he's might even be
Oh,
cooked,
but-
and it doesn't matter.
Can he do the miraculous survive? I think he's gonna do it.
Surviving.
Oh my!
Get
In
out
another
of
universe.
here.
Wow.
That was close.
First by Cinder and again.
Happy to help.
My
Wow.
goodness.
Another find. Clockwork.
Team
Damage
Spirit just
gets the
pulling out
hook
here.
shot off. Tries to buy himself some time as the Rolling Thunder actually bouncing on the
Oh,
outskirts
no.
of the cogs. Panto looks to be dead. First to fall in this engagement.
This time the ice path missed, so Clock does make it out of there.
Collapse getting in very deep mid one, still relatively healthy. Pops the BKB, but definitely didn't need it. That is a costly mistake
Wow,
for him
indeed.
now. He was definitely in the clear. 10k lead for Spirit.
This area is not safe for them yet. Spirit have this nice ward off to the left, covering the access point to the triangle, so if anybody walks up to farm there, they could just smoke their way across and get a quick kill, or they could keep camping the area, but now they're going to go back to their own side, prepare for the
The
Roche,
old Bane talk. Love it.
knowing that Mouse might try to pull a move here with the 5v4 situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight around the next rush pit for
But after they've
sure.
established that the area
For
is clear,
sure.
just chill around their outpost, bring back the Jakiro, and then maybe go for a smoke of their own. They have resources to fight, that's for sure. And they know BKB is on cooldown for mid one for another 40 seconds. So this will be a sweet spot to jump that guy. No real save for the side of Mouse. Here it is, so. Can they find any sort of initiation up to the high ground for Laurel? He's
Yeah,
going to break
good.
out the
All
Ori
right, ooh.
immediately.
Oh,
Down in
blink.
lateral
Silence
damage,
now onto
maybe.
Pango, the double silence into the Aether Remnant. No follow-up though. Panto a little bit too far behind.
Thought maybe Rue was going to blink and go for a grip there in Fog, but I guess Fog being unaccounted for dissuaded him.
Rush made a
He's
noise.
just
That means
playing
they
very
know.
defensively and just waiting for Pango. It feels like just wants to get the full grip on him. One, hello. Immediate blink cancel with the Enfeeble.
Yeah, but
Oi.
the lasso is successful, and the Bane gets forced back to
Baney!
the other
Oh,
side.
couldn't nightmare
Does
himself.
die.
Bane's
Collapse,
down.
trying to get some retribution.
Oh,
Kiori,
Jesus, Clap's
first
coming
to
in just
die
killing
on the
people.
side of Mouse. Now the stun lock, at least potential onto Collapse. The BKB from Ghost. He gets
Oh,
some time
Ghost.
lapse. Now he
Oh,
does.
good time lapse.
Trying to Shikuchi away back to half
Oh,
HP
God, he's still gonna
again,
die.
though. Do they have
Yeah,
the vision?
bye, he's
Aether
been
Remnant
found.
does hit and finally
Well played.
activates as the BKB ends. So 2 dead for Mouse. This should set up a Roche for Team Spirit.
I
They get
spotted
the ice
again.
path. TP cancel again. Make it 3 dead.
Oh god, they're going to
Make
catch
it
boom.
4 dead. Leave this one for Yotaro. Triple kill for him. Into the
Nice.
pit. Spirit goes now with firm control of this game.
Yeah, it is. It would be foreign to you, Hannes.
Always fun to watch Gyro with the innate, the chop shop. There's been some theory crafting about which ways you can
commentary
disassemble
on a
for max
video
value.
game.
Of course, this is kind of a variant of what we see Dooms do with the Devil's Bargain, where you buy an item, use it for a bit, sell it back at 85% value, I think it is nowadays.
Best viewers on streamboot.com.
Obviously,
Remove the
that's what makes
space.
Midas so good on that hero, but on Gyro, you can just disassemble every item except there's like, what is it, Rapier and Midas, and you sell recipes for full value. So you can make on-the-fly adjustments. And this will be a butterfly adjustment. Go on to him.
What a job
Aegis.
commentating video games.
This
I could
was
do that. That was great.
Roche number 2, right? Was this Roche number 1? Oh, it's number 2. He just took the banner himself. Okay, I was looking at Panto first, but
middle tower is under attack.
What's Bane doing?
I want to pass that flag on to somebody else. Don't see him placing it himself.
I know. We shouldn't have to remove the space feather. It's like, come on.
Production has a real pig fetish, it seems.
Yeah, it's cute.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I wonder what stream
We
blue
love
even
Poogie.
is.
Gonna need a new emote for that. Poogies.
Yamich with the Aghanim Scepter, which feels like
game
it's just
defining
a
fight coming
rocket
up here with Team
rocket
Spirit
flare.
having the Aegis
Yeah,
for the next
whenever
4
you play
minutes.
support clock, you don't really utilize the other value of overclocking. It's so rare that it matters that you get a little bit of extra radius on your hook and a little bit more
Which is
text,
sad
a lot more
because I feel like you can make it a lot
Jaw
cooler.
died earlier in Charcoal.
And this was clearly
Feather.
introduced to try to
Trying
make
to kill
clock
people.
more.
Ooh, trying to go
Didn't
for
work
the
out for him.
initiation, but Laurel gets the better of
Oh,
them.
no.
Having more astral step.
Oh.
Fiori taking heavy damage, and there's a Fiend's Grip.
Fiend's
On
grip
to
off,
mid one.
and Lesh is dead.
KR's dead
Back
too.
gonna get
Big
away
Bad was
again.
gonna
1
eventually
second,
reach him,
blink.
I think.
Oh,
Unless,
he's-
can he blink and make it?
Whoa!
That was very close. That would have
That
been a
was
kill with
very,
the damage
very
from just
close.
the Whirling Death, I think. Didn't need any follow-up spells, but narrowly made it out. Bonk.
So he couldn't see that hero there on the high ground. That's
The
what he
lead
was
keeps
doing.
growing for Spirit, though. Not too
Why he
much
got the
positive
TP
to write
away.
home about for Mao's. This, it feels like this entire game, Mao's
Oh,
has not
MKB on
won
the
a
wheel,
trade.
that's-
Is that true?
It's probably not true,
Oh,
but
hey.
Almost
mostly
every
true.
fight,
Bane
Spirit always
is dead.
trades something.
Well, this is
away.
a good trade. Rue for nobody.
Something. Yep. So finally, getting something out of this Observer Ward that Kiori had placed. That's not going to last, obviously. With the gem on Laurel, will clear up this area quickly, and they're still going to go high ground with
Oh, yeah.
Lesh
Yeah,
dead
they
and
got
with
the Aegis.
banner,
Just do it.
and with Aegis.
Oh, and a banner.
Yotaro is a monster level 25 as well.
And the glyph.
The Flak Cannon cooldown.
I think they should get racked out of this.
It's
They've
such
got
a
20 seconds
simple
without Lesh.
talent for a base spell, but on a hero like it's such a
going.
good talent.
Yeah.
To get lower
That going. Oh, force up in.
Toro kind of in a weird
Oh,
spot.
his
off
man's
the
up
BKB,
against Ghost.
forces the
Jesus
time lapse out of
Christ.
Ghost. This is a trade of
He's got the
double
Aegis. Just
BKB now.
let the Aegis go.
Of course, Toro with that second life, though,
Oh no, Lesh is coming.
will stand his ground. I mean, there's 2 minutes left.
Well,
so you
Bane
don't
can
have
TP into
to
the
use it
triangle, though.
here, but
Oh, I didn't
force
oh,
it.
one. Oh no,
Toro
that's
does
no
drop,
good.
but mid one in a lot of trouble.
GG.
Puts himself in a horrible spot.
90 seconds. Oh, he's got
dead
buyback.
now,
He
and
just
that's
got
a 5
buyback.
versus 4 for Spirit.
That could
Be able
have
to get the
been really
barracks.
good if he
That
pre-BKB'd
could
on the
be-
blink in, but now he might
Force
have
the
to use a
buybacks.
buyback
Go
for
top.
this.
Well, he does have buyback now.
They should get top
Didn't
forces
have it
buyback.
initially.
Yeah, I just got the gold or the cooldown. I'm not sure which one it was. It must have been the gold, but Spirit. Do they fancy their chances of going for a second lane?
Okay.
No Aegis this time.
Do it. 6 force the
They're
buyback.
definitely gonna at least try to force out the BKB. Or excuse me, the buyback out of Lesh.
Yep, there's
No,
the
Collapse
lasso.
going deep, getting
Carl
that save,
trying
he's
to
gonna
lead
die.
the way. That's
Oh.
a lot of damage to collapse. So successful
That's
defense
big,
here
they
from
gotta
Mount,
run
but it does
now.
cost them the buyback, of course.
They're going to try and
Four
chase.
mid, one
Oh,
big
he's
hook
landed
shot,
the
though,
fucking
but
hook
no
shot.
follow-up onto Yotaro.
He
Just
might be
pops
dead
the
for that,
flat
though.
cannon and
Yep.
destroys Clockwork. Unfortunate for him.
Oh,
as
Boom
Laurel
might die.
pops the one.
Oh, no, it's
gets to the
disaster.
high ground. They take out Boom easily. Have that vision advantage
Oi,
as well.
oh,
Mid one
you
gets
get
off
Yotaro.
the Hex, gets off
Save
the Split
him.
Earth, gets the damage onto Yotaro. Big kill for Mouse. Looks like that's all they're gonna get.
Yeah, and the problem here for Mouse is
I
you're
missed
getting
collapse
no
time.
collateral at all. You get these
no,
long
collapse
death
time, I
timers,
remember
but you
that
have
part.
nowhere to go. There's no Roche, there's no Torm, there's tier 2 towers that you're probably going to need 40
minutes,
seconds to even
20k
reach.
lead on Team Spirit. I
So-
think they will.
It's nice and all to get these
Right,
kills, but the
yes.
buybacks are equally expensive, if not more, than the reward for the kills on Gyro and Timber. So it didn't really help you much. And it leaves you exceptionally vulnerable now to just getting either... Well, if Lesh gets picked off, the game's probably over. If Pango gets picked off, perhaps you can still defend with some clutch plays, but... Yeah, there's basically no margin for error now.
Lesh and Pango
On the
with
mouse side.
no buyback.
Is under attack.
Ghost with the Weaver sells buyback, so
Laurel closing in on level 25. It's another excellent talent here.
32k net worth
Basically
at 41
always see
minutes.
the Astral Step crit, I do believe. I feel like the route has been pretty rare.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, on the other side, mid one is 25. Went for the Diabolic Edict explosions, and Boom about to hit 25, which
Yep.
would assume the
Oh,
rolling
let's put a mid
thunder
100
cooldown is what he
ward.
takes.
Oh,
That's
he's
the
going
one
here.
thing they got from the buybacks was the XP.
Yeah, watch
but
this,
this
Fiend's Grip.
kill
Mid one.
could just be a game ender.
Yeah, that's going to be a dieback.
Nah.
No chance at
Pretty good.
all. That's a full 2 minutes.
2 minutes,
as
5v4.
Yotaro comes back up, and they can just go down a lane.
No, and Yamich
Damage
is
in the
dead.
meantime.
It's getting burnt to a crisp by the flamethrower.
That is
okay.
quite a bit of damage,
Oh.
and Yotaro comes
Where
into
did-
the
where
lead
did it
though,
come
so
from?
this game might have just ended. They do
Yeah,
have
it's
2
gonna be
buybacks
GG.
there. But like you said, it's still going to be a 5 versus 4 as more items being disassembled, it seems.
Shopping it up. Doing a trade-up contract.
Still not doing
Courtesy of
Agatha
Valve
Scepter,
software.
of course.
Come on, go
Proper
finish it.
superpower unaffected by the
Yeah, it's
CS2
going to be a
market
tier
crash.
4, it's forced buybacks.
It's a nice thing to have, for sure. So
This-
top lane's going to be taken out for
Gonna
sure.
have to buy back everybody here that you can and do your best. I guess Clock can hold his and then just YOLO in and then buy back for second life, but how on earth do you kill Yotaro without your Lash? He has Satanic,
He's got Satanic now.
4k
Yeah.
HP.
First tier 4
Here we
taken
go,
out.
here they go in.
And this has to be
Rolling
the
Thunder.
last stand for
Go.
Mouse.
Go, Pango.
In this game
Or
3.
a refresher.
Now it's going to be a fully exposed Ancient. Backdoor protection does kick in, but just as the tower dies,
They know Lesh doesn't have
a
buyback.
soft reset for Spirit.
Go in.
Unfortunately, not even enough for Mouse to kill this next. As long as one of these 2 waves reaches the
Got this
base, they can
triangle
still
and
go throne.
re-engage. Well,
40
wouldn't they?
seconds. I guess your one concern is getting lassoed into Fountain, but bar that, as long as Gyro hits the throne from as far away as possible to the top right, there's no way Kiori can reach there.
Yeah.
Surprised
Go.
to see him be this timid
Go.
about it,
Yeah, I agree.
but
Come on, 20 seconds.
20 seconds for mid one.
No glyph.
kind of giving mid one almost a chance to come back
Oh
to
my
life.
God,
They're
go,
gonna
go
let it
in.
go. Okay.
I guess so.
15 seconds.
I mean,
Oh my
maybe
God,
they
they
want to
just
wait
backed off.
for the mega creeps to
Game was
actually
gonna be
enter the
over.
base, but yeah, I feel like they could have forced the fight there for sure. But
They
if
could
it's an
have
extended fight and mid one
absolutely
comes
just
back,
finished
then
the
maybe they
game
can
then.
try to turn it. I don't know.
Potentially. And
Just making us watch for another 10 minutes.
I don't think this was a mistake. It was just surprising. That they
Thanks
didn't
for
go
stopping in,
for it.
Candice.
More
I appreciate
discipline
it.
than we're used to.
Go
doesn't
get
get
that
harder
busy
by doing it
adulting
this
done
way.
today.
Put it like that.
I'll be on tomorrow for doing some of that, probably, I think.
Heading down to
Right,
bot.
Arvo, if
Roche
I
can
see you then, if I
spawn
don't,
in 5
Until
seconds.
next time. Ciao, ciao.
That's obviously statistically
know what?
highly unlikely.
I think the timer in the bottom left actually shows now. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does after it reaches.
So that's a new thing because that was gone for a while.
But until the theoretical spawn shows up, we don't know when it spawns.
Right. That we
So-
never did.
No, but I
I'm
mean,
not
why
set.
not?
I think I was going
Is
to
there
do
a
another
point
4
to
hours
not
on my
letting us know
arc playthrough.
in advance?
I mean, if there's a smaller tournament with just Dota TV, 6-minute delay.
We'll see how we
I don't
feel.
know.
I'll probably won't be able to
That's-
get until
that may be right.
7:30.
I didn't realize they fixed it, though.
11:34. That gives me enough
That was
time.
for like a full year. They had the ambiguous clock.
But not Arc Raider, so I want to do some
Excellent.
different content.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe,
at this point, why do
maybe
you have the
actual
clock?
art.
Now
Or
you can
I
just
do
remove
need
the
to do a
clock in
horror
the
game,
pit.
so it depends
doesn't
how
really
we feel.
add anything.
Yeah, Roche doesn't like clocks anyway. That's part of the lore, I believe.
Oh, that shouldn't
Smoke.
have picked him then.
Smoke from Mouse. Lol.
Hail Mary time.
Here
They
we go.
cannot
They come
give
with
away
the
this
smoke
Aegis to
wrap around
Yatoro, and
mid.
they know it.
They need a double lasso.
There's a lot of blue circles under their heroes. This
Ooh,
is
they
4
blow
heroes with
someone up.
Ags.
Put the sentry down. Here we go.
Cutting behind. What's the
All the
dream
way
scenario?
behind.
Lassoing 2 heroes, of which one is Bane, I think, has to be the absolute
I don't think they know they're there.
Happen.
No, they.
Yeah.
Doing the full wraparound. Now the creep's starting to enter
Oh,
their base
here
from
we
the
go.
top. So
Here we go.
the game could just end during
Go,
this
you
fight.
hit to him
without
there.
them
Yes,
being in the
nice.
base
That's good.
itself. They get the lasso. That's
Hero
a dead pan
down
to start
and
things
Johnny
off.
down.
And they
Oh, that's
get
good.
it.
Oh, and buybacks. Okay.
Double buyback.
Oh,
though.
they can
Morrow's
TP back
getting
there. Yeah,
extremely
fair
low.
call.
He's going to get ticked out by Boom.
Go, mate, some buyback.
Triple
Well.
kill for Collapso. That's the one hero they could not
Okay,
focus.
let's weave
and
it
he's gonna
down.
take
120
advantage of
seconds.
it.
That should be
But
GG.
Yatoro
Tango down for 2
coming
minutes.
back with
They should just call
that
GG.
shrine, and that's an ultra kill for Collapse, and that should be the end of the game. Mid one trying his best to delay. Ancient exposed though, double buyback from Mouse, and now it's a 3 versus 5.
Yep,
Yatoro
GG.
can just rain free onto the barracks. Yamich can only look on because this is the end for Mouse.
Here we go.
in
The
this
Hail Mary, defend.
Collapse jumping in.
Back
But
just
the damage from
walked
his Toro
in.
just
Big
collateral onto
Darcy.
Kaori, dies inside Fountain. Mid one
They're
with
not
one
gonna call
last
it.
ditch effort. Has the Aghanim Scepter,
Oh.
doing a decent amount of work, but
A lot of
it's
damage
just too
from
much
one hero.
damage from Spirit. As they will take this
Easy
2-1.
peasy.
That was not at all the way I imagined that final fight would pan out. They killed Jakiro and
Wait, Hammy?
Gyro with the double lasso. Neither got saved by Bane, but they just buy back in return. And it doesn't
Easy
matter, just winning
peasy.
on raw number of lives. If not for buybacks there, that might have been an angle for Mouse, but obviously, you know, Spirit are playing around
Okay.
the fact that they have the buybacks. in the
Well,
background.
I made you guys watch a bit of Arcs,
Loses
a
2-1, but a good showing from both.
bit of Dota, so that's great.
Yes, thanks for that.
But I will go and retreat to the couch and get ready for bed. Back to work. Monday work. Oh my god.
And all of the other issues
It's
there.
the
but
worst.
Spirit, you
Don't
know,
wanna go to
class is
work.
permanent, and they were able to
Couch
execute their game
gaming.
plan and win.
Couch gaming. Yeah, I still have 30 minutes of Frankenstein to watch, so I should probably go and watch last 30 minutes.
Which way it's gonna go from
Or I
the
might,
start to
if
finish.
I stick Dota on, I'll be up all night watching Dota, so I probably shouldn't do that.
In most of them, Team Spirit were getting
Hey,
ahead,
well.
getting
But
the
okay,
most out of it.
I'll end off stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for popping in, Joel. Thanks for popping in, Fella, Candice, anybody else that popped their head in to see a game they had no idea what it was.
They didn't get what they wanted from it.
Homie, say bye.
Death by a
Say bye, homie.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed with Collapse.
Enjoy the rest
that,
of your
pretty
Sunday,
much their
because you've
game
still got most of it
from
left, Joel.
Tailored to
Bastard.
countering him.
Say bye, homie.
Obviously, if you're leaving
Hey,
something
lads.
like
I'll see you guys
Naga
tomorrow.
Siren still in the pool.
Adios.
it's because
Ciao,
there's
ciao.
some sort of counter.
Say bye.
In this case, there was